Hi everybody, today I want to take you through the least sugary snacks that you can have for breakfast, and I'm calling them snacks because they are snacks really. They're very high in carbohydrates because we've been sort of molded to think that a breakfast cereal is the right cereal to have in the morning, in Ireland anyway, and a lot of other countries. So, if you're going to be having your cereal, try and make it as healthy as possible. Keep the sugars down and the proteins up, salt minimal, and a bit of flavour in there. And I am posting a video over the next few hours actually about a nice high protein muesli recipe that you can do at home, and it'll turn out to be a lot cheaper than the ones that you buy in the store. But if you are going to buy some in the store, then these will be the ones that I'd be looking out for. Something like Lizzie's granola. I'm going for the one there that doesn't have the dried fruit in it, because when you get your granolas or your mueslis and they have dried fruits in there, that's going to ramp up the sugar level straight away. So the more sugar that goes in there, the quicker it has to be processed by the body. The pancreas has to release loads of insulin, puts the body under a lot of pressure. So what you want to do is keep your sugar intake as low as possible in the morning, with the complex carbs that are going to get in there alongside your bit of protein, and just keep you fuller longer. So this Lizzie's one here, it's been glycemically tested, which basically means it's been to a lab. They've gone and tested how long it takes the body to use the fuel from this bag of cereal in the morning to keep you going, so that your blood sugar levels have a nice steady release, as opposed to everything going jiggity jaggedy like that. Blood sugar balancing, we call it in the nutrition world. And the Lizzie's granola is very good for balancing out that glycemic load. 1.5 grams of sugar in a bowl, and all of the measurements that I'm looking at here is for a 40 gram serving. An average serving will be about 40 grams. So, if you're looking at it, anything around between 1.5 to 2 grams of sugar at the very, very most per serving is what you should be looking at the back of your recipe. Then on top of that, so that's Lizzie's granola and little Shreddies, bite-sized Shreddies, even better. So you could use the big sticks or the bite-sized Shreddies. So these guys are nice, come in a nice little box, and they are only 0.3 grams of sugar in a serving. So definitely not going to send your blood sugars all over the place. Lots of complex carbs in there, which means brown carbs, bit of fibre in there. So when it goes into the body has to work a little bit harder to process it and break it down, but harder in a good way, because it's a steadier release. Again, looking for that nice steady release of energy to keep you going until lunch or until your mid-morning snack. Because not everybody is a 3 square meal a day kind of person. Some people need 5 smaller meals. You kind of will know intuitively what is best for you. And the other thing I like about this particular cereal is that it only has 0.02 grams of salt in a serving, which is really good. Actually, Lizzie's is even better. It's got 0.01 gram of salt per serving. And that's what you want to be aiming for as well, because you're going to get plenty more salt throughout the day. We all need salt, just in moderation, just like your sugars. So good old Irish Flavins Progress Oatlets, very highly nutritious, complex carb again. And the other thing about the Flavins Progress Oatlets is that they are rolled oat, which have got a thing called beta glucans in there, and they have been linked to lowering bad cholesterol. We need good cholesterol, but for lowering the bad cholesterol, beta glucans are very good for that. And this is a soluble fibre as well, so it's easier on our gut to break it down. It's a soluble and insoluble fibre. So if it's soluble, it's going to break down within the watery substance of the gut, so that it can be used easier, and then eliminating then whatever is not needed. So it's got soluble fibre, and it's got the beta glucans in there, 1/3 of your daily need of beta glucans. And beta glucans, by the way, are very good for immunity as well. So this ticks a lot of boxes, and it's only 0.4 grams of sugar in a bowl of your porridge in the morning. So big thumbs up for the oats, and there are lots of different brands out there. I just happen to have Flavins in the house, a good Irish brand. And what else do I have? I also have some buckwheat flakes. Now, buckwheat is generally a higher protein grain, which means that it's going to keep you fuller longer. When it's broken down into this form of these sort of like toasted flakes, just like a cornflake, it's not as nutritious as using the raw flakes that I would be using in my muesli recipe that I'm posting in a while. But it does have 2.6 grams of sugar in the bowl, so it's going above that 2 gram mark that I was talking about earlier. So if you're going to have some of these, or cornflakes or something like Rice Krispies, because cornflakes are up another bit in terms of sugar, Rice Krispies up again, we're hitting around the 4 gram per serving of sugar, and the salt level is going up as well as you're going into all these different sort of sugary cereals. Won't even go towards the crunchy nut cornflakes and the chocolatey ones and all those other ones that are out there, because that's just sugar. And if you want to stay healthier longer, you're just gonna have to keep your sugar to a minimum. But say, for example, these are all you have in the cupboard, or cornflakes or Rice Krispies, that's all you have, fine. What you're going to do then is you're going to ramp up your nutrition by using something like this. I particularly like these Linwood's mixed seeds and nuts, because it's got a bit of CoQ10 in there, which is also very good for helping to lower cholesterol and also energy, and it's good for mental health as well. So I'm always touting this particular blend of mill seeds, but you can use something like your lovely chia seeds, or even something like the sunflower, pumpkin seed. All of these are really, really good. Now, we don't have the digestion of a bird. So for some people, digesting seeds in this form, in their raw form, is just not going to happen. They just don't have the digestive secretions in their gut to be able to break them down properly. So what you do then is you'll soak your seeds. If you soak something like your chia seed or your linseed or flaxseed, which is another brilliant one I don't have in front of me at the moment, but if you soak them even for a few hours in just a little bit of water, just to literally cover the seeds, that will start to break down that outer shell of the seeds so that our bodies can break them down easier, and then it won't be causing distress within the gut. And the other way as well is, of course, if it's milled and broken down into powder, then that outer casing has already been broken open, and so you can then digest it easier. So there's all different types of different milled seed blends that you can get in the stores nowadays. They are in Ziploc bags for a reason, because when it's open you need to store it in the fridge, because you're letting the air at the oils, all those lovely volatile oils that are in your nuts and seeds. So the minute the air gets at them, you need to zip it up and keep it in the fridge, so you keep them fresh so they don't oxidize and go sour, and that's not a good thing you want to do to happen to your nuts and seeds. So I think that's enough for today. I'll be back with another video for you very shortly. If you have any suggestions of videos that you'd like me to do for you, just put them in the comments below and I'd be happy to do that. Have a good day.